Good morning. Let's go for a little walk this morning. Welcome to my channel, Sonia Living My Best Life, and I'm Sonia. Let's go on a walk and talk. Get 30 minutes in of walking this morning. It's nice and warm out already. But as you guys, some of you may know, those of you that know me already, I had weight loss surgery, gastric sleeve, May 11th last year. So it's definitely not easy. Lots of changes that need to be made, lots of restrictions. Just all in all, trying to make better choices when it comes to my health and fitness. So I decided to have the surgery. It took me probably 6 years, maybe 7, to finally go ahead and say, yes, let's do it. I probably would have done it a lot sooner if I would have known that Kaiser would have paid for it. I probably wouldn't have waited as long and got this process started a long time ago. But I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. And yeah, I probably wasn't my time to have it done, because I'm still struggling right now. It's been over a year and I'm still struggling to make good choices. I have good days and bad days, as I'm assuming other people have as well. But all in all, I think it was the best choice for me and my health. Is it the best choice for you and your health? I don't know. It's up to you to figure that out. I prayed on it for years. Like I said, waited and found out I was able to do it through Kaiser. So I went for it. Didn't cost me anything other than time and dedication, because I'm already paying for my health insurance. So with that being said, I did it. I'm over the moon ecstatic about it. I'm down 80 pounds. When I started the process, I was around 275, 280, in that range. A lot of people didn't seem to think that I was that heavy, because apparently I carry it pretty well and it's kind of proportioned, so didn't look like I was that heavy according to some people. When I look back at those pictures, I'm like, ooh, child. Yes, girl, you was big in there. Now I'm about 195, and my goal is to get to 175. Um, I know if I don't get consistent and stay consistent with my exercise, I'm not going to get there. So here I am. I'm going to try these walk and talks every morning. Right now, I don't have Champ with me. I want to try to just give this a shot just by myself. Set my Fitbit for 30 minutes. I'm going to walk 15 minutes in any one direction or whatever. Wherever my body takes me this morning, that's where I'm going to head. When I hit my 15-minute mark, the Fitbit will let me know. And then I'll turn around and head back towards home. But I gotta get committed and be determined and force myself out of that house and get some fresh air and get my walk on for 30 minutes every morning. And talk to you all. Walk and talk. See how this goes. But I'm pretty excited. I need to start trying to do more physical things because I'm so used to not being able to do the physical things that I stopped trying. And so the other day, I don't know, I was doing something and did a high knee and was like, oh wow, okay, I can do that with no problem. So I started doing high knees around the house, have the grandkids laughing at me. But that's okay. That's okay. You know, sometimes we have to have tough skin. And if people laugh, jeer, you know, point and whatever, sometimes you just got to be able to suck that up and keep it pushing. Because there's something going on in their lives to make them want to treat people that way. I'm not saying that about my grandchildren because we laugh and joke all the time and act crazy with one another. So I definitely know that we're just joking. But if you have people in your life that are like that, then it is what it is. Don't let it faze you. Let it roll off your back just like water off a duck's back. Because sometimes, you know, people are just mean and nasty and they don't care. They want to keep you unhappy and miserable because they're unhappy and miserable. So there it is there. But back to this weight loss, fitness, healthy journey. Like I said, I'm still struggling. I still make poor choices. I'm eating some of the things that I'm not supposed to be eating. So when I catch myself going down that rabbit hole, I try to pull back, reframe, realign myself, get back to it, and do better. So there's definitely no perfect solution to this. You just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. So prayerfully, these videos may help someone to just, good morning, may help someone to get started and listen to me ramble on and on while we get our little bit of walk on. 30 minutes is not that long. I think everyone can do that. We just gotta want to do it and make ourselves get up and do it. I have so many exercise things and equipment and everything else in that doggone garage. Things that I didn't pay thousands of dollars for, that I still don't even use yet. So definitely got to work on that, utilizing what I already have. But walking is just as good, if not better. You don't have to buy anything. Just get out there and go. And if you have a treadmill and you want to do that, do that. On YouTube, I found some walking videos on YouTube. I can't remember the name of the channel right now, but it's all about walking. So you get up and you just walk with them, try to keep their pace. I did that for a while, a little bit here and there, still was not consistent. And when I was doing that, the weight was coming off a little bit more. I've been stuck where I'm at for a good 6 months. So that right there should have told me I needed to step some things up if I wanted to keep the weight coming off. But I have a problem with consistency. So that's what I have a problem with. I need to work on staying consistent, because that's one of the things I struggle with. I get started, get hyper focused, and then I'm just on it. And then it just dies, kind of goes by the wayside. I noticed that with me, if I don't try to plan my days out with a planner, of course, that I bought and don't hardly use. I need to get back to that, because when I use my planner, write it down, what I want to do and approximately what time I want to do it, I tend to do better. I tend to get things accomplished, get them done. But then I get sidetracked, or I just forget to do it, or miss it a day or two, and then bam, I've forgotten and I'm not doing it anymore. So, not good. Definitely gotta work on that. So, let's see. Yeah, and you'll see that I'm a rambler. I will jump from subject to subject, thing to thing, and I'll be all over the place. But, oh well, that's the way this ADD mind of mine goes. So, it is what it is. So, back to my weight loss journey. I started it back in 2019. So I was supposed to have the surgery in like June of 2019. But of course, the pandemic hit, everything slowed down. And so, well, not slowed down, shut down. And therefore, I had to postpone the process. So, with all that being said, hit my 15-minute mark. Let me turn myself around and head back to the house. But, where was I? Okay, the pandemic and slowing everything down. So it wasn't a long process. Well, with COVID, it turned it into an extremely long process, but it normally takes, I think, about 6 months to go through all of the classes. You gotta go through the classes, you gotta see the doctors, you gotta see the psychologist, you gotta get your psych eval, make sure that you can handle these changes, because they are definitely, you're different. Your body is definitely different. Having 80% of your stomach removed so that you can get to a healthy weight is drastic. Plain and simple, it's drastic. So people, well, I can't speak for others, but for me, it was the absolute last resort. I've lost the weight before 2 or 3 times, 75 to 100 pounds each time. But if I didn't stay consistently doing exactly what I did to get the weight off, then within 5 years, it was back. And sometimes I got a little bit heavier than what I was to begin with. So, I already know that about me. And yet and still, my consistency is not there. So, I still have to work on it. Still working on it. But, like I said, I'm not perfect. One day, I'll get it down where it's pretty good, and I'll be able to stay consistent. But I know that I need to use that planner in order to do it. And I have a good planner that I have. I kind of created it. I had some options to create it, so it's 90% of exactly what I want. I just need to be consistent. Just need to get it done. Let's see, right now I'm at 1,000 calories per day. Well, I'm over my year. I can do 1,200 if I choose to. 1,200 calories a day, no more than that. 100 grams of protein per day. And my meals weigh no more than 8 ounces per meal. 3 meals and 2 snacks a day. So, I still drink protein shakes because I do not get all my protein in just from eating. Whew, y'all starting to break out into a sweat. Y'all see that? Y'all see that glistening on this young 55-year-old skin? I don't normally sweat, so that's a good thing. So I'm still drinking protein shakes every day. I actually drink 2 30-gram protein shakes a day. Well, I try to do 2 daily. Some days I don't get in 2. But the way the program is designed for me to eat, I have to eat all of my protein first. And I try to have at least 4 ounces of protein per meal. I try to have at least 4 ounces of protein per meal. And then protein first, fruits and veggies next, carbs last, in case there's only enough room for that protein. So, good morning. In case there's only enough room for protein, you gotta eat that first. And some days I can eat the entire 8 ounces. Some days and some meals I can't. So I'm working on it, but I want to get stronger, with the weights. That's what I need to do. I need to start hitting some weights and start trying to tighten up this saggy skin that's coming along. As you guys can see, these bat wings, but that's okay. I'll take bat wings, flat, saggy skin over all that fat that I was carrying any day. So I'm gonna embrace these wings. I'm gonna embrace this saggy skin, and it is what it is. My daughter asked if I was gonna have the skin removed and have things tucked and lifted and tightened. I pretty much doubt that. I don't think I want to put my body through more surgeries. I've already had, 3 rotator cuff surgeries, the weight loss surgery, and a tubal way back in the day. So I don't want to have to put my body through that again unless it's absolutely necessary. And unless the skin starts to cause me other medical issues, then it can stay. Oh well. I didn't get into this journey to try to be no fashion model and be all nipped and tucked and all that. It's about my health and feeling good and feeling strong and being able to go out and enjoy life, have fun, be able to go for walks and hikes and run and play with the grandkids and be active and enjoy these last 40, 50 years I have on this earth. And have a good time. Try to take care of this temple. And I wish that I would have had, people that it would have been a little bit more supportive of weight, being overweight and feeling like you're overweight. What do they call that? What do they call it? Body dysmorphia or something to that effect, to where, you know, you see your body looking one way and it's not actually that way. But I know as a youth growing up, you know, I was always the heavier one out of my siblings. And so, you know, I grew up being told how big I was, how fat I was. And I honestly don't think my family, because it was the family, that they didn't realize the impact that was having on me. And I just never really opened my mouth to say, you know what, I don't like that. Don't do that. Don't say that to me. You know, I would just go right back at them over their defects and flaws. And we just go at it and tear each other down. But now I know better. So if I see people doing that or hear them doing that to children, I pull them to the side and try to tell them my experience and how I felt growing up, thinking that I am so big and fat. And come to find out, when I look back now, I was nowhere near big or fat. I just was bigger than my sister, which is not even 5 feet tall, 100 pounds soaking wet. So I'm being compared to her when I shouldn't have been, you know? And so when I graduated from high school, I was 150 pounds, 5'7". And oh my goodness, I thought I was the biggest thing that walked this earth. And I look back on that now and was like, oh my goodness, 5'7", 150 pounds. Girl, you was thick and looking good, but didn't know it. Didn't know it. Didn't know it. So if you have heavier children, heavy people at all in your life, don't make comments about their weight. You don't know how sensitive they are to that or how that's affecting them. And it's just not nice. If they didn't ask you for your advice pertaining their weight or anything else, keep your mouth closed. Keep your mouth closed. Think whatever you want in your head. Just don't let it come out your mouth. Because everybody has an opinion. And yours may not be wanted or needed. But we feel sometimes that we just want to express ourselves and say it anyway. Oh, well, I'm going to say what I got to say. They can like it or not. That's not okay, though. Because you don't know where their mind is at. You don't know what's going on in their life. So why would you want to do that? You know? We're not perfect. Like I said, we're all learning and growing. And believe me, I made my mistakes and continue to make them. But I'm open to being corrected. I'm open to people saying, Sonia, I don't like that. Sonia, don't say that to me. Sonia, this is how I took that. And I don't know if that was your intentions or not or whatever it is. But, you know, so I have no problem with correcting myself, apologizing, saying I'm sorry. making better choices not to do that again. You know, I have no problem with that. All right, you guys, we made it through 30 minutes walk and talk. I'm back at the house. And thank you guys for coming along with me. Remember, I am Sonia, living my best life on my health and fitness journey and anything else that I want to throw up on this channel. And if you're interested, come back. If you're not, thank you. Anyway, appreciate it. Love you. Peace and blessings. Have a great day. Sonia living her best life. Bye.